Hi, welcome to my Financial Freedom Podcast with Sandeep Anand. And this is my January 2021 edition of the podcast. Let me start by wishing everyone a great Happy New Year and a great year 2021 ahead. So, I have some great refreshing ideas in today's podcast, so stay till the end. As usual, we'll have four sessions, and I'll start with the company or stock of the month. So, it's New Year, so I wanted to give a great stock idea for all global investors who are listening to this. And the stock or the company I'm talking about is Base Incorporation, a small Japanese e-commerce platform that enables small and medium shops in Japan to go digital, and they can go and set up their stores online. Now, it was a eureka moment that happened for the young CEO, Yuta Tsuruoka, in 2012, when his mother wanted to set up her own online store, but then she didn't know how to do it. And so their Base Incorporation was born, which was pretty much a hobby for Tsuruoka. Now, Base has been a beneficiary in 2020 due to the surge in demand for digital shop setups. Stock has been up a lot. I mean, it was up around 10 times in last 1 year. And Base could be compared to the Shopify in US and Canada, and maybe a Mercado Libre in Latam market, Latin American market. And their equivalent in Japan is Base Incorporation. But Japan is one of the countries which is least digitally equipped in terms of e-commerce penetration or even other aspects like payments. And a lot of value chain, I mean, across the value chain that involves setting up storefronts or giving the payments options for digital shops, and all of that is done by Base Incorporation. That's something called as pay.jp. That's your payment options. Pretty much valued at $2 billion market cap. It's currently trading at around 20 times 2021 sales, a slightly higher valuation because the market is factoring a significant growth ahead. Considering the total addressable market, the company is growing at around 120%, pretty great growth, and it's currently around 1.2 times the gross merchandise value. Could be a great long-term play considering the untapped market that's available in Japan. Okay, the next section is money tip, and it's that time of the year where most of us make New Year resolutions around financial planning, money management, and all of that. So here is a good wealth tip. Cut back on bad money habits. Identify bad financial habits, like many other aspects, but few of them I will call it out, like eating out too often, shopping too frequently to cope with boredom, adding as many TV streaming subscriptions as possible, which might not be watched by us all the time. So make a promise to get rid of these. Instead, start a side hustle or business that you're passionate on, and devote time and efforts for that, so that can beat the boredom as well. Now, you never know, that side hustle could bring the next $1 million in life. The next section is book of the month. And if at all you're planning to start up a new venture or say become an entrepreneur, this book might add a lot of value. It's called Dream Big, authored by Christian Correa, a biography on how the Brazilian trio George Lehman, Marcel Telles, and Beto. They went on to create one of the largest investment firms in Latin America and Brazil. It's called 3G Capital. 3G Capital is in the lines of Berkshire Hathaway. It's one of the largest investment firms and had some significant acquisitions and investments, including Anheuser-Busch, Burger King, and Heinz. The book narrates a lot about their personal lives, the initial chapters, which might be a drag, but what is interesting is how they built 3G Capital and went on to acquire some global behemoths. Now, the book was recommended by Warren Buffett as well. It's a great business book you might want to take a look at. Next section is personal mastery tip. The whole world was tested for its resilience in year 2020, and we all had an awakening call, right? So it's really important to build our character to build resiliency and keep ourselves prepared when really tough times arises like this. So one tip to build resilience is to accept that change is part of our life. So this is what I picked up, and it really helps. Our personal or career goals may no longer be attainable as a result of adverse situations. That's okay. Accepting the circumstances that cannot be changed can help us focus on circumstances really that we can control and work towards, which is actually a great first step towards preparing ourselves to build that resiliency. And it also helps us maintain that positive outlook ahead. With that positive note, let me again wish everyone a great 2021 ahead. See you again in Feb. Thanks for staying with me.